Hi, pretty black girl. So, the title of this video is Dealing with Beautiful but Mean and Abusive Women. And I have to give a shout out to Melody because she actually inspired this video. Because of her, I'm making this video. That was what she recommended. And I think this is a great topic, and it is actually perfect timing because not too long ago there was something that had happened. Basically, I'm going to give a story time of this girl that she's been a hater of mine for quite some time, and she's just really very mean and also very petty, and she's basically a mean girl. The mean pretty girl. We all know there's always a mean pretty girl. I've talked about, you know, being a beautiful woman, but also being a kind-hearted woman. And this is not because you want people like to step on your feet or anything like that, but I think it is important to still have a kind heart. Being pretty does not, you know, guarantee you to be mean for like absolutely no reason. I think that's not actually a smart move. If you're gonna be pretty, I feel like you should somewhat be a little bit kind-hearted because it can get you a lot more, I believe personally, than being this mean, soulless, pretty person. That's just my opinion. So let's go back to the story. There's this girl, she's she's been a hater of mine and she never really liked me. Just because I kind of just was hanging around with other people because we had this like mini friend group in the beginning, and then I kind of just naturally I tend to just socialize with people a lot, and I'm kind of like a chameleon, I guess. I talk with everyone. I'm very social and I can get along with a lot of people. So because of that reason, she apparently took that to offense, and she just was giving this very petty behavior and very mean subliminals, which I kind of got the hang of, and I just decided not to hang around with her because, I mean, if you're gonna be this mean, pretty girl, I mean, we can be pretty together, but if you're gonna be mean, then you can take me out of it because I am just not that girl. So basically, we kind of just bumped into each other, and this girl, when I tell you, like, it was like a really small shoulder bump, you know. I sat down and I was like, didn't think much of it. She went away and came back again and started like screaming at me. And she was like, why did you bump into me? And she was like cursing me out, and she actually threatened me. She was going to do something, and I basically just looked at her and was talking with her with this really soft spoken voice, and kind of like this annoying soft voice, like, what did you say? um and that kind of like with that tone, and I actually told her, you can tell me when and where, we can meet up. And I just gave her this really kind of annoying, irritating, soft spoken voice, and it triggered her even more, to the point that she started raising her voice even more and more, and she was really just being super loud and screaming at me basically, and the whole class was just there looking at her like, what is going on, like, what are you actually doing? And the teacher, the lecturer, was also very surprised and very taken aback at her disruptive behavior and abusive behavior, because she screamed at me for absolute no reason, and then again threatened me to do something. And I was just there, minding my own business, sitting down and talking with her with this very soft spoken, demure voice. Because, of course, I'm a black woman, and I know that there are a lot of stereotypes that are put against us. Naturally, I'm a very soft spoken person, so there really was no reason for me to scream back or anything like that, but I could have because of the way she was screaming at me. But I just was really calm and stayed calm. I think this is really the note the key note of this video is to stay calm in a lot of situations that people are trying to trigger you, because she wanted to get a response out of me. She wanted to get a reaction from me, and she wasn't getting that. And that's why her voice was raising even more and more. She was cursing me out for like absolute no reason. I kept it very classy, very demure. And, I just really advise, when you're dealing with mean, abusive, beautiful women, Act unaware of their behavior. Act like they don't exist because that really triggers them. And when you have this really soft spoken voice, I'm not saying you should, well, you kind of have to force it sometimes to like a little bit, be a little bit more extravagant because they really hate to see that. They hate to see it. And especially if you're a black woman that has this really soft spoken voice, you're really taking it to your advantage. That's just what I've experienced because of the way she was screaming at me, the lecturer actually had to report her to our mentor because the lecturer mentioned that she's never seen something like this and she gave her the label aggressive. So act unaware of their behavior, kind of kill them with kindness, for lack of better words, because that really triggers them and it makes them look like the crazy ones. Because again, you are the one acting out of hand. And if you just kill them with kindness, act like that you don't even know that they exist or like you're totally unaware of the situation and you should be the example that they should be. Because I'm a pretty girl. I'm a beautiful woman, but that doesn't mean that I'm this mean person that just treats anyone like trash. No, I treat people with respect. Of course, when people try me, I will give them what I will give them some sauce, but there's ways to deal with it. There's ways to deal with people. Um, so act unbothered, laugh, be confident. Like right after that happened, I was talking with my friend and sitting down and just laughing with her and just acted like it didn't happen, to be honest. And at some point, she kind of left before the lecture ended because she was quote unquote angry. And that I triggered her really badly. And you just have to act unbothered, be confident. Don't let their energy disrupt yours because at the end of the day, it's their own business. Don't let their energy affect your energy. There's one thing to be confident and having this dark feminine energy because I do have that at times, to be honest, where I have this kind of dark feminine energy where I'm like really, it can be somewhat seductive or a little bit more cocky, I guess, and confident. And yeah, having dark feminine energy is sometimes viewed as negative, but it's not. There's a difference. You have the dark feminine energy, which can be really positive, but then there's being mean and abusive, and that's not cute. Neither demure. So you I just think that being beautiful is such a blessing. It's a blessing to be beautiful. It's a blessing that I get to wake up being healthy, my skin looking healthy, my hair being healthy, and my face is beautiful and my body is beautiful. It's a blessing, but I think some women, because maybe they grew up around toxic environments or toxic people, they just take that with along with them and they don't really know how to rest in their feminine energy, for lack of better words, because what it was giving very much toxic. It was giving, I'm stressed. That's literally what the lecturer said. She said she's probably stressed because this is really out of hand. This is not normal, the way she's screaming at you. And I'm just so happy that I kept it so calm and I didn't play the quote unquote stereotype. And even though, like, I'm just not that type of person to be loud, anyways, I'm just a really calm person overall. That's just part of my personality. I stay calm even at situations where someone's supposed to be really stressed out. I tend to still stay calm so then I can reflect and think better. Because when you are calm and you stay calm in situations, you are able to think even more better because you have this rest within you, this peace within you, and it makes you be able to reflect more on things. Whereas when you are really just stressed, all your emotions are up, you cannot really think properly. So when you relax, you breathe in, breathe out, you can think more. So I just think, in short, act like they don't exist. Like they're not even in this world if you're dealing with mean and abusive women. And if they do come up in your face, like this girl did, act unaware and talk very soft, kind of this really soft, dainty voice you put on, and a little bit this annoying voice sometimes you hear when there's girls that talk with this really soft voice that sometimes can be a little bit annoying. It's cute, but it can get a little bit annoying. Add that sprinkleness of annoyingness, and you'll see how triggered they'll get, and you see how they'll even get more triggered. Because she told me, like, why are you talking like that? And she was like really fully cursing me out. And I just kept going. I just kept acting, and it really triggered her so much. It really did. And she was just screaming and making all this noise. And it made her look stupid because the whole class was looking at her like, what is going on with this girl? Like, really, what is going on with her? So just act like you're not aware of their behavior and really just be the best version of yourself, and work on yourself. Work so much on yourself that other people don't really bother you, to be honest. That's really just a mindset you need to have. Be confident, be cocky, stay beautiful, take care of your health. And then really other people won't even bother you because you're so focused on yourself that other people's existence doesn't really actually matter to you. And it sounds mean, but that's really what your mindset should be about, that people's behavior doesn't really bother you. Yeah, that's my little 2 cents on dealing with beautiful but mean and abusive women. And yeah, stay beautiful.